Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video from our channel Who Died US. In this video, we'll be highlighting American celebrities who have passed away recently in the last few days, along with other notable figures from around the world. Before we proceed, we kindly ask you to show your love and support by giving this video a like. It means a lot to us. Thank you, and now let's start. Bobby Allison's life was defined by speed, resilience, and a love for racing that transcended even the darkest moments. Born on December 3, 1937 in Miami, Florida, Allison became a legend in NASCAR and beyond. He co-founded the iconic Alabama Gang, dominating short tracks and capturing fans' imaginations with his gritty determination and raw talent. His career spanned decades with 85 official NASCAR Cup Series victories and 3 Daytona 500 wins, 1978, 1982, and 1988, cementing his legacy as one of the sport's all-time greats. Allison's impact on motorsports extended beyond his own achievements. His family became synonymous with racing, with his brother Donnie and sons Clifford and Davey following in his footsteps. The dramatic 1979 Daytona 500, featuring a brawl between Bobby Donnie and Cale Yarborough, thrust NASCAR into the national spotlight, forever changing its trajectory. Tragedy struck repeatedly, testing Allison's resilience. A near-fatal crash in 1988 ended his career prematurely. The devastating losses of his sons Clifford in 1992 and Davey in 1993 deeply scarred him. Yet Allison's indomitable spirit shone through as he rebuilt his life, remarried his wife Judy in 2000, and remained a beloved figure in motorsports until his passing on November 9, 2024. Bobby Allison's story is one of triumph, tragedy, and unyielding passion, a legacy that will endure as long as the roar of engines echoes on the racetrack. Judith Jamison was a woman who turned movement into magic. Her presence on stage was electrifying, her story a journey of triumph and artistry. Born on May 10, 1943 in Philadelphia, she found her passion early. Guided by her father's love for music and her mentor Marion Kaijet's discipline, by 6 she was already dancing en pointe, blending strength with grace. By 17 she was destined for greatness. In 1964 her life changed forever, when Agnes de Mille noticed her brilliance. This opportunity led her to Alvin Ailey, who saw in her a star. Joining his company in 1965, Jamison became the embodiment of his vision. Touring the world, she mastered over 70 ballets and left audiences breathless. But it was her 1971 performance of Cry that defined her legacy. Ailey choreographed the solo as a gift for his mother. It became a tribute to the resilience of Black women. Jamison's raw emotion and power made it unforgettable. Beyond the stage, she became the artistic director of Alvin Ailey Dance Theater in 1989. After Ailey's passing, for 21 years she shaped its future, blending tradition with innovation. On November 9, 2024, the world bid farewell to a legend who left an indelible mark on dance. Marty Kuehnert was a visionary who redefined sports management across continents. Born in Los Angeles, he found his calling in Japan. A Stanford graduate with roots in Keio University, his journey began as the general manager of the Lodi Orions, where his bold leadership earned him the 1973 California League Executive of the Year. In 2004, Hiroshi Mikitani trusted him to lead the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles, becoming Nippon Professional Baseball's first foreign general manager. His sabermetrics-driven methods challenged Japan's traditions, yet success was fleeting. A 6-22 season start saw him demoted to advisor. Marty passed on November 9, 2024. George Wilkins was the magic behind the music of Disney's most beloved attractions. His journey began in the 1950s as a backup vocalist for Patti Page. By the 1960s, he co-founded the Doodletown Pipers and scored hits for Rankin/Bass films. But it was in 1979 when Disney called that his legacy truly began. Thrown into composing for Epcot after Buddy Baker's accident, George's genius brought horizons and journey into imagination to life. He crafted timeless scores like We've Come So Far for Space Mountain. George Wilkins passed in November 2024 at 90, leaving Disney's world a little quieter. George Roland Bohanon Jr. was the soul of jazz from Detroit to California. A trombonist whose sound shaped decades of music, he was part of Detroit's workshop jazz ensemble in the 1960s. From Motown hits to playing with the legendary Chico Hamilton Quintet, he became a vital part of jazz history. His career soared through the 70s with the Ernie Wilkins Orchestra and backed Sarah Vaughan on her iconic A Time in My Life album. In the 80s and 90s, he brought his brass to Frank Sinatra's orchestras. George Bohanon passed away on November 8, 2024 at 87. Archbishop Peter's journey was one of faith and devotion that touched countless lives. Born in San Francisco on August 9, 1948 to a Russian Cossack family, his path led him from serving as an altar boy to becoming a revered bishop of the Russian Orthodox Church outside of Russia. A dedicated scholar and teacher, he worked tirelessly for the church, rising to the role of Archbishop of Chicago and Mid-America. His leadership and unwavering commitment earned him the Jeweled Cross in 2017. On November 8, 2024, Archbishop Peter passed away suddenly at 76, leaving behind a legacy of service and faith. June Rosalyn Spencer's voice became a cherished part of British life as Peggy Woolley on the BBC Radio 4 soap opera The Archers. From the moment she first graced the airwaves in 1950, Spencer's portrayal of Peggy captivated listeners for over 70 years. Born in Nottingham on June 14, 1919, to William Spencer and Rosalind Thorne, she began her acting career at the age of 3. With an early love for drama, she studied at Mountford House and later at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama. During WE, she worked at the Nottingham City Treasurer's office before fully dedicating herself to acting. Her career was full of memorable roles and personal milestones, but it was Peggy that defined her legacy. After a brief departure from the show in 1953, she returned to the role in 1962 and remained with the Archers until her retirement in 2022 at the age of 103. Off-air, Spencer's life was filled with love and loss, notably the death of her husband Roger from Alzheimer's in 2001. On November 8, 2024, Spencer passed away at the age of 105, leaving behind a legacy that touched the hearts of generations. Brian Wheeler's voice echoed through the hearts of Portland Trail Blazers fans for over 2 decades. Known for his electrifying energy and trademark calls like "Boom Shakalaka," Wheeler brought the game to life with every dunk and dramatic moment. Born in Southern California in the early 1960s, Wheeler grew up with the voices of legends like Vin Scully and Chick Hearn shaping his dreams. His journey began at Loyola University, where he honed his craft before climbing the broadcast ladder through Chicago and Seattle. But it was in Portland where Wheeler truly found his home. In 1998, Wheeler stepped into the colossal shoes of Bill Schonely as the Blazers' play-by-play announcer. It was no easy task, but Wheeler quickly made the role his own with a blend of passionate fandom and unwavering honesty. His signature calls and enthusiastic delivery made him a fan favorite. Despite battling health issues during the 2018-19 season, Wheeler's love for the game never wavered. After a storied 21 years with the team, he bid farewell in 2019, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable moments. On November 8, 2024, at the age of 62, Wheeler passed away, leaving a silence on the airwaves that will never be filled. Louis Gelineau's name was once synonymous with the Diocese of Providence. For 25 years, he served as its bishop, guiding the faithful through moments of spiritual triumph and moral turbulence. Born in Burlington, Vermont, on May 3, 1928, Gelineau's early life was shaped by his French-Canadian heritage and a deep commitment to the church. After studying in Ottawa and Washington, D.C., he was ordained a priest in 1954, quickly rising through the ranks to become the Bishop of Providence in 1972. But his tenure was marked not only by his influence, but by the controversies that followed him into retirement. In 1985, he publicly opposed LGBTQ+ rights legislation in Providence, causing a storm of backlash. Despite this, his moral authority remained largely unchallenged until the late 1990s, when accusations of sexual abuse began to surface. In 1997, a legal deposition revealed allegations of abuse from his time at St. Joseph's Orphanage decades earlier. The accusations didn't stop there. In the years that followed, he was named in multiple lawsuits related to sexual abuse within the diocese. Gelineau's retirement in 2004 was shadowed by these revelations, but he denied any wrongdoing until his death. On November 7, 2024, at the age of 96, he passed away at St. Antoine residence, leaving behind a legacy both revered and questioned. Dorothy Allison, renowned for her powerful writing that explored themes of class struggle, sexual abuse, and her identity as a lesbian, passed away on November 5, 2024, at the age of 75. Born on April 11, 1949, in Greenville, South Carolina, Allison's early life was marred by hardship and trauma, including years of sexual abuse by her stepfather. Despite these challenges, she went on to become the first in her family to graduate high school and later attended college on a National Merit Scholarship. Allison's breakthrough came with her novel Bastard Out of Carolina, a bestseller that sparked both acclaim and controversy for its graphic portrayal of life in poverty and abuse. Her works, including poetry, short stories, and novels, gained recognition for their unflinching honesty and commitment to raising awareness about marginalized voices. Throughout her life, Allison was an advocate for feminist and LGBTQ+ issues, and her writing resonated deeply with readers, especially those facing their own struggles with identity and survival. Allison lived in Guerneville, California, with her late partner Alex Lehman and their son. Her passing marks the end of a literary era, but her influence will continue to shape conversations about trauma resilience and self-discovery. Donald John Bosseler, a legendary fullback whose name became synonymous with Miami Hurricanes football and Washington Redskins glory, passed away on November 6, 2024, at the age of 88. Born on January 24, 1936, in Batavia, New York, Bosseler's talent on the field was undeniable. A star at the University of Miami, he led the Hurricanes to an 8-1-1 season in 1956 and earned All-America honors. Drafted 9th overall in 1957 by the Redskins, he made his mark in the NFL with 7 seasons and a Pro Bowl selection in 1959. After football, he transitioned to a successful career in business. Anthony Todd, who became an iconic figure in horror and sci-fi, left an indelible legacy in Hollywood. He was best known for his spine-chilling portrayal of Candyman in the horror franchise, and his role as William Bloodworth in the Final Destination films. Todd's career spanned decades and included a vast array of roles from Platoon to The Rock and Night of the Living Dead. His voice resonated through countless characters, including the Fallen in Transformers, Zoom in The Flash, and Darkseid in the DC animated universe. He even voiced Venom in the popular video game Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Todd's talent was not confined to the screen. He made his mark on Broadway in productions like August Wilson's King Hedley 2 and Athol Fugard's The Captain's Tiger. His television credits included appearances on Star Trek Law and Order and Criminal Minds. He also played 2 different roles on 24, Detective Michael Norris and General Benjamin Juma. His versatility and depth as an actor made him a beloved figure in the industry. Todd's death on November 6, 2024, at the age of 69 from cancer, was a tragic loss to both his fans and the entertainment world. He will always be remembered for his powerful performances and haunting presence on screen. Jane Fonda, known for her powerful activism and legendary Hollywood roles, recently shared some personal news that only highlights her strength and commitment. At 84, Fonda has been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, yet she approached this news with remarkable optimism. In a message shared with her Instagram followers, she expressed gratitude for her access to quality health care, reassuring her fans that her condition is treatable. Her determination to remain positive, even in the face of a serious diagnosis, is a testament to her resilience. Fonda also took a moment to reflect on the privilege she has in receiving top-tier medical treatment, acknowledging that not everyone has the same access to health care. She pointed out the stark contrast between her situation and the struggles faced by those who encounter financial or logistical barriers to proper care. This awareness of systemic inequalities adds depth to her message, reminding her followers of the disparities that exist in healthcare and reinforcing her long-standing empathy and activism. Even while undergoing a 6-month chemotherapy course, Fonda remains steadfast in her commitment to climate advocacy. Known for her passion for social justice, she continues to push forward in her efforts to make a difference, refusing to let her health challenges slow her down. Her dedication to the environment, even during such a personal battle, showcases her relentless pursuit of change and justice. Fonda's legacy spans both Hollywood and activism. With iconic roles in films like Barbarella 9 to 5 and Grace and Frankie, she has long combined her film success with a deep commitment to social causes. In her recent reflections, she shared how her cancer diagnosis has taught her resilience and adaptability, especially as she navigates aging and health challenges. This new chapter in her life is yet another example of Fonda's strength both on screen and off. With elections on the horizon, Fonda reminded her followers of the importance of political engagement. She urged them to support climate-focused candidates, stressing the urgent need for climate action. Her call to action was clear. The fight for the planet's future is one we all need to take part in. Jane Fonda's spirit remains unshaken both in the face of cancer and in her ongoing advocacy. As she battles this illness, she continues to inspire with her unwavering resilience, dedication to change, and hope for the future. For more updates and to support her journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay connected.